Hello my fellow Retromaniacs and welcome to Let's Read the manual for Fallout 3. Yeah, even though Fallout 3 is probably one of my favorite games, probably in top 5, I have never read the manual. You know, I think by mid-2000s some companies even stopped making physical manuals, and I never had the boxed version of the game, so I don't know. I guess this game with the Windows version, but I didn't have it. So let's read the manual now. About 20 years later, yeah, this is almost retro now. Yeah, I'm listening to Tranquility Lane music. So we got good 40 pages, which is quite rare, you know, for this era of manuals. Because, you know, like I said, they started even creating manuals because they just expect people not to read them anyway, or obviously in digital release there's no reason for even printing manuals, and games started adding tutorials or just holding hands that you don't need to read the manual to learn how to play the game. So let's see if we learn something I didn't know before. Probably not. Okay, introduction. War never changes. Nuclear war. The very words conjure images of mushroom clouds, gas masks, and bewildered children ducking and covering under the school desks. But it's the aftermath of such a conflict that truly captures our imaginations, in large part because there's no real-world equivalent we can relate to. Mankind may have witnessed the horror of the atomic bomb, but thankfully we've somehow succeeded in not blowing up the entire planet. At least, not yet. Yep. Through words. Fallout 3 presents a much grimmer reality. Imagine if, after World War II, the timeline had split. Our world forked into one branch, the Fallout universe, the other. In that other branch, technology progressed at a much more impressive rate, while American society remained locked in the cultural norms of the 1950s. It was an idyllic world of tomorrow, filled with servant robots, beehive hairdos, and fusion-powered cars. And then, in the year 2777, at the climax of a long-running war with China, it all went to hell in a globe-shattering nuclear war. That's where you come in. Fallout 3 takes place 200 years later, in the year 2277, in post-apocalyptic Washington, D.C. and its environs. The capital wasteland, as it has come to be known, is a nightmare landscape of roaring raiders, gangs, freaky super mutants, rotting feral ghouls, malfunctioning military robots. It's a good thing you've been living underground for the past 19 years, safe and secure in an official Vault-Tec facility known as Vault 101. Everything's fine and dandy until your father, who has been the one constant in your life, decides to leave the vault unexpectedly, forcing you to follow in pursuit. So much for safety. Now here's the good news. When that giant vault door slides open and you're thrust into the harsh sunlight of the capital wasteland, you're completely free to make your own destiny. Follow after a dear old dad, or forget he even exists. Head straight into the ramshackle town of Megaton and meet its exilic inhabitants. Or shoot first and exchange pleasantries later. That's really the most important thing to remember about Fallout 3. It's your game, so play it the way you want. There is no right way to play. Try out the many skills and perks found in this manual. Try using WATS, the all-new combat system. But most of all, remember that each challenge the game gives you has multiple ways of solving it and multiple outcomes. There are many paths to success, and yes, the game does eventually end, but how it ends is up to you and the character you play. We here at Bethesda Game Studios hope you have as much fun adventuring in our world as we've had creating it. It's been an honor keeping the Fallout universe alive, and it's time for you to experience that wonder all over again, or for the very first time, whichever the case may be. And one more thing, when you finally catch up with that, be nice or not. The Fallout Team 3 team. Yeah, obviously Fallout, you can play Fallout many times, specializing different skills, you know. I played it recently, so there's no really reason to play it again just yet, but maybe sometime in the future I might try something like else. Maybe be an evil character who just kills people. That's always fun. And maybe specializing some like special skills like sneaking or pickpocketing or murdering, or there's all kinds of special perks you can have or skills, like taming animals or getting power from radiation, becoming ghoul in a sense. So yeah, it's a game. I have played it now 2 or 3 times, but every time I have been trying to be a kind, like good karma character, and usually I train on like weapons or energy weapons or heavy weapons. But yeah, there's just so much replay value there, although I think the quest themselves don't change or allow new branches as far as I know. So there's no like new locations. It's a different thing in like Fallout New Vegas, where you can choose your alliance. So there's a replay value just because of that, but well, I guess you can like join raiders or those cannibals in Fallout 3. So there's some like alliances, and obviously you can go hostile against Brotherhood of Steel, which kind of affects the game quite a bit and makes it difficult as well. But yeah, and obviously I have not played the first 2 games, which are completely different isometric RPGs. So I've been trying to start like Fallout 1, but kind of like gave it up quite quickly, and it was a hard game. I died immediately. But yeah. So I don't know when final Fallout 5 is supposed to release. I think they are now Bethesda, or how do you actually pronounce? Bethesda. They're focusing on Elder Scrolls 6, so if you believe that they've been focusing it for last 15 years. Anyway, downloadable content. Oh yeah, obviously there's like nice mods for Fallout 3, which I have not really tried. I remember like trying a couple, like downloading a super version of Fat Boy nuclear gun, or like you can shoot like Megaton nuclear head as a regular weapon. That's like super overkill. But yeah, I haven't really tried other mods, and obviously for Fallout 4 there's that London mod that had some new story quests, so that's also worth checking out sometimes later. And obviously there's the hardcore mode where you need to drink and sleep and go to doctor if you lose limbs. So there's that as well if you want to experience something new. So yeah, just because it's a grand game and has so much to offer, so it's for that reason it's probably my in top 5 all-time favorite games. But still, you shouldn't play your favorite game too often, otherwise you get bored with it. So you have to like cherish it every time you play it. Condition. Yeah, in Fallout 3 healing is a little bit manual thing to do compared to Fallout 4, where you could just have a shortcut. Radiation poisoning effects. 1000 death. there's some clicking in a music track. Some person who ripped this had some problems. Maybe in his equipment. Someone should rip this again with better audio quality, because without those pop sounds. What now? Your eyes are not accustomed to the sun. Make sure to shield the retinas with tinted goggles. And it's all kinds of basic stuff here, but not worth reading really. If protective eyewear is unavailable, press your index finger and thumb together and place your hands over your eyebrows in an open and horizontal fashion, thus shielding yourself from the most harmful rays. I love those videos they did for Fallout 4 advertising, like emulating the 40s, like wartime infomercial videos with the old like newsreel music and old like narration. Not every quest will provide quest targets. In some quests, you must discover the objective's location on your own. Yeah, I guess, you know, I could also try to do like 100% gameplay, you know. I think I still have many quests that I have not completed. Some of them are just so boring, you know, fetch something, try to find something, some book or item from some place. Those are quite boring, and usually they are like in a place that's swarming super mutants. So you're gonna need a big arsenal of weapons and ammo. I think I actually, I think I uninstalled my Fallout 3, but hopefully I have kept the save files, so I haven't lost all the progress. But like I said, you can just start a new game. Maybe it's funnier that way. Radio. Yeah, I think I have not. When I played the game, I didn't pay attention to all radio stations. So there's probably like so much content, like what I have missed, or Easter eggs or secrets. You know, I'm not a completionist, and obviously there's like YouTube videos showing all kinds of secret things and how to beat the game 101%. But and yeah, those videos are probably like 17 years old now. Strength, perception, endurance, charisma. Yeah, I don't think charisma is that important because you can use like some wardrobe or hats to give you better charisma. So it's not worth of raising all these levels to maximum, because you can always use those booster items. Same with intelligence.
Blending in. Ideally, you want to feel at home in the wasteland. Learn to mimic the people around you. Do what you see. This will put them at ease about interacting with stranger. But this is crucial. Do not lose your head. Blending in doesn't mean undermining your ethics. Say no to disagreeable situations. Trust your instincts. Finding friends. Your neighbors will be an acquired taste. Simulations show drastic changes will occur in the human psyche due to the constant anxiety of daily survival. You will find neighbors whose very existence seems a sheer nightmare. But remember, while those above ground will be seasoned by the horrors of the wasteland, they are people just like you. Give them no reason to be hostile, and they will remain amicable.
Other big guns. Yeah, if I would play the game again, I probably would specialize on sneak and maybe repair. And maybe sneak, speech, and obviously perks. Something I have never picked before. Unique dialogue choices, that's also something that would make replay experience better. Unique dialogue option when dealing with opposite sex, yeah, that would be interesting as well. Everything that like opens new dialogue or choices. Oh, wildly charms to influence people. Yeah, thief. Yep. Yeah, you know, just to play the game like it's a Hitman game or Metal Gear Solid. Or just take advantage of the radiation. Rat resistant. Yeah, whoever ripped this one didn't even make a seamless loop. Mr. Sandman. That might be interesting to try out. Night person. It's active both inside and outside. Silent running. Sneak, yeah. So all those like help for sneak skills. Obviously some of these like have requirements. Like agility, sneak skill. Yeah, the fast metabolism, that would be good for the hardcore mode. And this would be a hardcore mode as well. Cyborg. Once you have low bringer perk, evil character, you kill have a finger of the corpse. 7%. Yeah, obviously with cheat codes you can unlock everything. I don't know if it's possible to unlock everything, or I think that some of them like conflict with each other. And we know how crash easy to crash. It's easy to crash Windows version of Fallout 3. Rehack any computer. Well, I usually just reload the save file. Paralyze your opponent for 30 seconds. You never use this one. You need unarmed for 70. Yeah, it would be interesting, you know, like trying to get like agility, sneak skills and unarmed skills. Play it like a ninja. Infiltrator. Pick it one more time. Well, that's not that useful. Oh, there's ninja. When attacking unarmed, you gain 50 credits every strike.
Don't learn the hard way. There will be hidden danger. It is assured that you will encounter secret traps meant to snuff out your life. These insidious contraptions should be avoided. What may seem like a harmless item, a common toilet, box of ammunition, and even a baby carriage, may in fact be a nefarious tool of harm. Once you have identified these pitfalls, take notice. You will often have the chance to use them against the very foes who see them, or who set them.
It's very small text. Damage resistance. Yeah, I don't know what's the best weapon for ghouls, especially glowing ones. Because sometimes, you know, they like mutate. I don't know if that happens randomly, or is it only like some enemies, that ghouls that mutate when you hit them. Unarmed to attack. Left click. Block. armor. Can be repaired. It's depend on your repair skills. Start a fight can't wait. You can attempt yielding your opponent's holster your weapon. If they accept your yield, your opponents will cease combat. Otherwise you'll need to keep fighting or run away. Really? I never knew about this one. Because usually they attack you once they see you, even if you're not carrying weapon. Or maybe not, maybe because I'm always carrying weapon they attack me. Huh. Powerful explosion force you can knock down and you switch status after a few seconds will be restored. Pause the game. Wait, I think in Fallout 4 it doesn't actually pause the game. It just slows the time. Maybe there's like setting for that. Usually it's easier if the time stops, but yeah. The effects of being crippled depend on the limb. These effects apply to you as well as to your enemies. Use perception, concussion effect, arms wrist, aiming ability. Enemies will be disarmed at the moment the arm is crippled. Higher chance to be staggered when taking damage. Like run speed, enemies cannot perform leak or charging attacks. Yeah, I would usually just aim to head. Have antenna or combat inhibitor crippling that will cause them to frenzy, attacking anything near them.
Assessing the situation. Use the right tool for the job. Once you are able to see the harsh and violent world without attachment and anxiety, you will have the opportunity to fine-tune your skills. Without fixating on your enemy's terrifying intentions, combine armaments and strategy. Some situations might call for a laser rifle, while others just a simple metal pipe.
Sleep in a bed. Each time you take a gem or drink alcohol, your chance of becoming addicted goes up. Stealth state. Sneak skills will only help when you're crouching. The higher your sneak skills, the easier it is to remain undetected. Enemies much less activities can't see you. Light level hard to see in dark areas. Motionless. Heavier apparel makes more noise. Most melee weapons make very little noise. Boop, 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 boop.
Panic past future. Roughly 1 in 100 test subjects has been found to stay calm in the face of gnawing fear. The very nature of living above ground after a widespread nuclear event will create anxiety. It helps to focus on the moment at hand, asking yourself what you can do right now. Do not wander into daydreams of the past or worries about the future. If panic does set in, admit that you are panicking. Have something close at hand that will calm your senses. A soft blanket, a child's toy, even a favorite rock. Anything to get you out of your thoughts.
It's like the Peanuts character who has the blanket always. Don't remember his name in English. Use the process of elimination. You should be able to determine correct password. You can exit at any time. Find hidden character sets that have a chance of removing dead passwords from the screen, as well as a chance of restoring all your tries. It always contain 2 brackets at the same time, facing one another at the same time. One. What? I never found any character sets. Huh. Crime and punishment. Theft. If the owner sees you steal something that she owns, she will try to take it back from you. If you try to escape or persist stealing from her, she will attack you. Or run for help. If you fight back, now committing a major crime, assault. As you open the locked door or contain your computer, he will immediately attack you. Victim's friend to become hostile, assault. If there are witnesses who care about the victim, they will become hostile towards you. Fight starts that you did not intend. You can attempt to yield by holstering your weapon. This may or may not be successful depending on how the attackers feels about you. If you injured everyone in the town, they are attacking you. Try leaving and coming back a few days later as they calm down. This will work sometimes, but not all of them.
What's your step? The world you may remember hearing about will be rendered unrecognizable. All that will remain of that more tranquil time will be decaying ruins and fallen landmarks. Negotiate this world with care, as the exposed rebar and damaged stairways of unstable buildings may lead to grievous pain. If you suffer an injury, you can dust yourself off and walk away. Consider the experience a lesson learned.
Dialogue. Speech challenge. Lady Killer. In this case, a dialogue option that is available. Special skill. Always be successful when selecting it.
Secure your place in the Wasteland Society. As a stranger, every person you meet will cause a ripple throughout their social structure. And the way others perceive you and the way you perceive them will open and close the door of possibility. In many cases, your survival will depend on friendships. Be sure to help as many people as possible. Only turn away those who pose an immediate and obviously threat to your personal safety. Remember, you are your actions.
Containers. Don't leave things in containers you don't own. They may not be there when you come back for them. Bottle caps are the currency of Fallout.
An appetizing truth. Consider the source of your food. You may have heard rumors that the wasteland will have no safe food or drink. This is so much bunk. Science shows fresh produce and safe water will be available. However, you will likely encounter the need to eat irradiated food like raw chunks of two-headed Brahmin meat. And in your darkest of moments, when all options are spent, you may shamefully choose to eat the flesh of your own kind.
The harder you make the game, the more experience you receive for combat. Oh, really? So it actually gets easier to level up if you are winning, that is. And there's absolutely nothing else after that. Okay, well, I learned about yielding, but that's all. So yeah, but yeah, it's a great game, and I may play it sometime later, or maybe check some mods, and also have a couple of Fallout 4 DLCs to play. So like the Nuka Park, Nuka World DLC. So yeah, and I'm really waiting for Fallout 5 to come out. Whenever it comes out, 2030 is probably. But anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.